Hello there, this is the Bible of Soccer, not soccer, and in this video we're going to talk about the matches for the first round of the phase group for the Gold Cup 2021 and about how beautiful this board looks like. Okay, so I remind you that I'm going here with no guidelines, no teleprompter, no master edition, recording everything from my cell phone, and I speak like this a little bit slow so I won't lose my train of thought. Okay, so we already have the scores here on the board and we're going to discuss just some commentary about these matches. Okay, then when we advance in the tournament we will make more deep analysis about the teams like we did for the Euro and the final match for the Copa America this year and the Euro Cup UEFA this year too. Okay, so let's start with this match. Mexico 0, Trinidad and Tobago 0. So in this match there is a lot of say bad press from Mexico about why they tie 0-0 with Trinidad and Tobago, and that maybe the team, they have some doubts about the team or they're questioning the team a lot. But in reality Trinidad and Tobago played with a kind of rigid defense. Okay, they're very disciplined over there in the last line, defensive line, and also in the midfield. Okay, but sometimes because their system is a little bit rigid, static, they don't have freedom to move too much. Mexico got some chances, but the excellent Trinidad and Tobago goalkeeper made possible that they couldn't score actually for the second match. We're going to talk about those matches in a separate video, but on the second match the goals that Trinidad and Tobago received, they hit the post first and then came in, so it's difficult to score against this team. Okay, let's remind that this is a Spanish-speaking channel, and now we are doing this version for English language, and also that the Copa America and the Euro just finished when this tournament started, so we are a little bit behind, and we're doing these videos now. We're gonna do some commentary, basic commentary on these match days first, and then later on we will make some deep analysis about the teams. Okay, but also in Mexico we have maybe some conflicts or something is going on there about the Olympics, some players that are going to play in the Olympics like the goalkeeper Ochoa, and also maybe between the coach Martino and Javier Hernandez, Chicharito, the striker, that he was not called for this tournament, and also because Funes Mori is in that position, and they are exactly, we don't know what's going on there, right? But apparently for now there will be no Chicharito for this tournament. Okay, then we have the next match, Canada Martinique. Canada 4, Martinique 1. Martinique was scored first, right? It was there a little bit of misunderstanding between the goalkeeper, one Canadian defender, and the striker, and it was like an own goal or something like this. So Martinique was ahead, but the Canadian team is just very solid. They have play style, the tactics, everything is very well let's say is very well defined. The team, the players know exactly what they have to do. When they attack, they reach offensive with four players, a lot of people there, so they have a good chance for this tournament. We see it like that. Let's see what happens, because the key is not so favorable maybe, because they have to play against the USA for the closing match of the group, and also they have to play, if they go into second place, they will have to face Mexico. But let's see what happens in this Canadian team. And also another thing important to mention is that even though they scored 4-1, one of their best players, Davis, was injured for the first match, and he couldn't play in this one. Okay, and about Martinique, they cannot play, one of those teams, right, that they cannot play World Cups, FIFA World Cups, because they are under another country, but here they are allowed to play with CONCACAF. Okay, so I think it's France. They are like a department or something that they are not allowed to play for a World Cup. Okay, then the next match is USA Haiti. So let's remind that USA is playing with younger players in this tournament. They're playing kind of good. They're trying to get to know each other, of course, like as a team. And for this match, we noticed a lot that the USA was using the sides too much. Okay, a lot of center pass and stuff like that, which is okay, but at some point they can just face a team where that tactic is not going to open anything, so they need to try other variants. We saw that in the second match, but we want to talk about that, like I say, in a separate video. But for a young team, it was a good result. And also let's remind that Haiti, they always have good teams that play kind of good, but it's difficult for them always to score. Okay, so Haiti is also a good team for CONCACAF. Is not, they have good like teamwork. They kind of play good, and but they always suffer the same problem. The same problem is the goal. They cannot score goals, but they do a good job. So let's see in the future if Haiti is able to find the tactic that is going to be good for them, or the players that are going to start scoring more. Maybe they need more experience, maybe they need more something else, right? It's like something else is missing in Haiti, because they always play very good but difficult to score. Then we have the next match, El Salvador 2, Guatemala 0. So Guatemala, they came to this tournament because Curacao, another national team, they had problems with COVID-19, with coronavirus on players, or a lot of them, and they couldn't like make just form a team or a competitive one to come here. So Guatemala took that place, and El Salvador, they generated a lot of opportunities, but they missed them, and they scored only 2 goals. It's enough to win this game, but I'm not sure about their chances to move forward. I mean, not from the group, but maybe in the tournament, like to reach the final or lift the trophy is going to be more difficult. We don't see so many chances for El Salvador. Anyways, as long as they move forward, the teams move forward, we're going to be making the deep analysis of each team, okay, like we did for the Euro and for the Copa America. Then we have the next match, Jamaica 2, Suriname 0. So Suriname, they are under Netherlands umbrella, or it used to be like that, right? Because now apparently there is a new legal situation with the Suriname status, that now they can use players that are going to be more difficult for the Netherlands to take, right? Because before any citizen that has some ties with the Netherlands, they couldn't play for the national team of Suriname, but now it's like the law has changed and they're going to be able to participate with no problem or barely no problem in the national team. So let's see how this develops, because this can bring many unintended consequences. For example, Suriname national team can become better, and maybe they can become a powerful or more powerful source in the CONCACAF. And for the Netherlands, maybe they can become weaker because they always take one player here, one player there that comes from Suriname. And remember that sometimes Netherlands have difficulties to classify for the World Cup, and also is one player that, you know, it can give you it can make the difference to take you to the next round, or to just win the World Cup, okay, or reach the final. So let's see how this is going to affect, what measures are going to be taken. Maybe the Netherlands national team, they need to put some scouts or something there that they can take a look of Suriname players, so they can grab them on time. Let's see how Suriname is gonna develop also. But the other unintended consequence, it can be that maybe Netherlands says, okay, Suriname, we are not going to take so many players from you, we're going to focus on our land, or also on players from other places, right? Just in general, like. So let's see, it can be bad for both, it can be good for both, or it can be good for Suriname and bad for the Netherlands. Let's see how this goes. But in the short period, definitely Suriname, it will get maybe more advantages about this new law, new situation. Okay, and in this team right now, the one that is playing this tournament, we can see a lot of technical players, very good technique. Maybe they need more association among each other to be more like a team. Okay, but the individual technique is just very good level here in this Suriname team, very good. And we also noticed that from the starters, 10 players play, or they used to play in the Netherlands. So that's why we see this technique, this good technique among the players. And well, in Jamaica side, we have to mention that Jamaica, they always have like the same style. Maybe for the past 20 years they use pretty much the same style, which is just physical power, right? Long passes and speed, okay? But also another attribute, a very good attribute about Jamaica, is that they manage, let's say, match management, they do it very good, and tournament management, they do it very good. They dosify a lot, they don't spend a lot of energy in any particular matches, even if in this case they're playing with Suriname. Suriname has a good level, but Jamaica is one of those teams that they can play with the worst team in the world and they will win 1-0 or 2-0, okay? And they can play against the best team in the world and they will lose 1-0 or 2-0 because they know how to manage the matches, okay? That's a very good attribute for Jamaica, and that's one of the reasons why Jamaica usually is one of those teams that they grow while in the tournament, okay? During the tournament they're growing, and then when you see Jamaica is there on the semifinals or in the final, so basically if we mention that the physical power is one of their attributes, they also dosify it so they can reach longer than if they don't do it. Okay, so then we go to the next match, Costa Rica, Guadeloupe. Again, Costa Rica have said, or at least they say publicly, that they want to, they're participating there to try to lift the trophy. Very ambitious statement, but let's remember that their star goalkeeper, Keylor Navas, is injured, so he's not playing. So maybe at some point that can be a key factor for this team to move forward. Okay, it's not easy to organize your defensive line. Maybe the team is more used to Keylor Navas. Let's see what's going on there. But they have said that they want to fight for the trophy. So they did a good game here. Okay. Before, we have a video in Spanish that we talk about Costa Rica because they weren't to the Russia 2018 World Cup, and we say in that video they used to play with 5 defenders and with Keylor Navas there. Okay, Keylor Navas is a very good player, so the team was like based on that very good player, and now that he's not there, the team is based more looking for Campbell, okay, their striker or forward. So now is a kind of a different game style, but it is working. So far it's working, so let's see. Costa Rica also has very good players in the rest of the field, so let's see how they can make it. But I see this absent Keylor Navas as something that at some point you're gonna notice that something is missing there. Okay, then we go to Guadeloupe. This goal, it was like a corner kick, and they did like an acrobatic style kick there, and I don't know if it was foul or not. The VAR didn't call anything, the referee neither, but they play a decent game and they have the chance to score. Then we will go to the next match, which is Qatar against Panama. So let's remember that Qatar, they played in the 2019, that's what I have there, 2019. Okay, so I just to give you a heads up, I just finished my live in the Spanish speaking channel, and the board was empty. I just wrote there all of this while I was in the live, so I decided just to leave it there. It's going to be easier for this video. Okay, so that's why I wrote there 2019. So Qatar was in in the 2019 Copa America, and they play against hard teams like Argentina with Messi, Uruguay with Cavani and Suarez, and they play against Paraguay. So 3 very difficult teams, and they did a good job. They lost with Argentina 1-0, they lost with Uruguay 1-0, and they tied with Paraguay 2-2. So for what you can expect, okay, they did good. This is a team that they've been playing for quite a while. They also are the champions for their confederation. So this is a very good team that they're trying to get ready. They want to give a good impression to their people when they have to play next year in their World Cup that they're organizing. So they're really focusing on that. They don't want to get out at the beginning of the tournament. They want to move forward, and let's say they want to honor that they've been selected for being the organizers of the World Cup. So this team, there for a long time, they've been preparing for this. So in this case, they play against Panama. Well, Qatar players, they know each other very well. They know the system. It looks like a very solid and compact team, and they have some good players as well. So not everything is tactics in this team, team from Qatar. Well, in this match, the first half it was tie 0-0, no goals. Then Qatar opened the score. Panama gave maybe some I don't know if mistakes, but not so sure. The goalkeeper, I don't know, didn't transmit that security. I don't know if the ball hit the crossbar or the goalkeeper, but I think he could have just sent that ball to the corner kick, but instead the ball stayed near the area there, and Qatar made a quick second organizing and they just score. So I would say that the goalkeeper from Panama could have done something better there with that ball, send it to corner or something like that. And also there was Panama also like abused so much for center pass by air. They try a lot. If it's true that they scored one of the goals with a header, also it's true that the other two goals came not for aerial game, and also that they were creating more dangerous chances when they were not using cross passes by air. So maybe something is there. They have a coach that is from Europe, from Denmark, Christensen. So let's see how this let's say mentality, vision from European football can be implemented in the Panama team. But they tied 3-3. So let's see what happens. We are going to talk about the next match that is already happened, right? We were late, as I mentioned, because we were taking a little break after doing the matches from Copa America and from Euro, and now we are just catching up with this commentary, and then we're going to talk about the second. In another video, we're going to talk about the second round of games. But Panama is difficult. It's in a difficult position right now. So Honduras and Grenada. So Grenada actually was playing better than Honduras in the beginning, and then the goalkeeper made a big mistake. It was just horrible. Okay, but those things happen in football, right? And Honduras was able to score the first goal. Then the second goal, Grenada still was having hope, okay, because they were playing better than Honduras in the beginning. They were having some hope, but then they were playing like an offside defensive system, and they made a mistake. So that's how the second goal from Honduras came, and definitely after that they demoralized even more, and they ended up losing 4-0. We're going to talk more about these teams that are moving forward in other videos when the tournament is more advanced. And it's also important, as we mentioned, that in Canada Davis was injured for the first match. In Honduras, also one of their best players, Ellis, was also injured and missed the first match. Okay, so that's gonna be all for this video. I think we have covered everything in just a small commentary. Okay, we are going to be doing very deep analysis like we do usually. Okay, but this is just for catching up. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. You can share it too. And if you haven't subscribed, this is a good time to do so. And it says goodbye to you, the Bible of soccer, not soccer.